Today is April 18th. Today's quote is entitled, "Don't Insult Anyone." This is from Srimad Bhagavatam, the story of Dhruva Maharaj. Now, this story of Dhruva Maharaj has so many valuable and amazing instructions for us. Because of having insulted Dhruva Maharaj, Suruci would become mad upon the death of her son and would enter a forest fire, and thus her life would be ended. This was especially mentioned by the Lord to Dhruva because he was determined for revenge against her. From this, we should take the lesson that we should never try to insult a Vaisnava. Not only should we not insult a Vaisnava, but we should not insult anyone unnecessarily. So, of course, Dhruva was very upset with Suruci because she more or less pushed him out of the kingdom, or she angered him so much by not allowing his father to show affection to him. So there was a lot of anger towards her in his heart. And so the story was told that her son died, and then she went to the forest to find him. What does it say here? Entered a forest fire. No, she entered a forest. When her son died, she entered a forest fire. And she died. So, what happened? Well, she had offended Dhruva, and so this was the consequence. So, Dhruva is being told by the Lord that look what happens when you offend a devotee. Now, the reason I put this quote is because of the last thing that Prabhupada said. He said, we should not offend a devotee, but we should not insult anyone. And that is important. Because I think many of us think, or some of us think, well, it's detrimental or disastrous to insult a devotee, but if I insult anyone, it's not a problem. Well, not exactly. It is an offense to insult anyone. It's just not Vaisnava aparad, it's Jana aparad. But what it does is, it allows this propensity to insult or criticize to breed within our mind. So if I'm insulting people in general, it's likely that I'll end up insulting devotees because I'm cultivating that propensity. Now, a devotee is one who has no enemy, who is faultless, who is not critical. In fact, Prabhupada said, Vaishnava does not criticize, so that means he doesn't criticize anybody. So even though criticizing someone or insulting someone is not considered a Vaishnava aparad because they're not Vaishnavas and therefore not disastrous to one's bhakti, it's disastrous in the sense that we're cultivating a quality that's demoniac, that's asuric. That is not a quality of a devotee. So even though in that sense, if I offend an ordinary person, it's not going to destroy my bhakti, but the quality of being insulting is destroying my bhakti. And as I said before, the quality of insulting is going to carry over, because it's a propensity that I'm not giving up, it's going to carry over into the devotional community, and I'll end up insulting a devotee. Now, the last point is you'll find in Bhagavatam, there are many stories of devotees who committed offenses with disastrous results. There's one story after another of horrendous things that happened in the lives of these people. Not all of them were devotees, but they had offended devotees, and the consequences were very destructive. Well, why are those stories there? To warn us, to shake us up, to scare us, because as you and I know, sometimes we're very free with our lips, and we say things we shouldn't say, and we think, well, it's not a big deal. Well, we should be careful. These stories like this are here to warn us. But significant point, as I said in this story, is that we should be careful to not insult anyone. We should never think that, well, if I shouldn't do something for devotees, to devotees, it's okay to do it to non-devotees. I mean, I shouldn't be proud, but around non-devotees it's okay. But around devotees I won't be proud. No, it's not like that. It doesn't work that way. If you're humble, you're humble. If you're not critical, you're not critical. It's not, of course, if you have to criticize someone, don't criticize a devotee. That's there, but that's not really what Prabhupada is teaching here. Don't insult anybody. Hare Krishna. If you like this video, you can subscribe below. Also, I'd really appreciate it if you share this video with others, if you comment on it, if you like it, do whatever. You have to click to share it, because I think a lot of devotees would appreciate getting these videos. I try to take our philosophy and put it in a practical way so we know how to apply it in daily activity. And this is one of the services I do. And I want to reach as many devotees as possible. If you can help me, I'd appreciate it so much. Thank you.